Hi Tango Dancer! In this video we teach you a combination of an Americana with a Sacada and a Quebrada at the end. So Americana, Sacada and Quebrada, you might not know these words yet. They are very common tango steps that we need to know about. So we are going to break down the steps for you and give you that vocabulary.
We love this movement because with this type of movements where you have different contrastes, you can play with the dynamics as well. So you can start with the Americana and then adding the Sakada, slow or fast, and then you can accelerate, for example, with the Quebrada. No? So we are going to show you and we are going to play this with the dynamics. First, we show you the movement. So what we are doing here is that we begin with the Americana, so apertura, pivot together. Here is very important that we have the connection in the pivot, no? That we are listening to each other and inviting, I'm inviting her to pivot and she's listening to me and is going at the same speed as I am doing, no? The pivot. So here we go together and then we go into the Americana. In the Americana, one important tip is to leave light between your legs. Yeah? Be careful, do not go like this with the Americana with the knees together. So it's a step forward. So you are stable here. And here I'm going to open my left shoulder blade to invite her to go around of me, but she's on this side of the embrace. I want her to go on the other side of the embrace. So here I'm going to invite her to go around. And when she's going, I'm going to change my axis because now my weight is in my right leg, but I'm going to invite her and at the same time that she's going, I'm going to extend, I'm going to prolong her step by going away with my axis. So instead of keeping my weight in my right leg, I'm going to move. So she starts following now my axis in my right leg, but because I'm going to change my axis, she will continue following my other axis. So here she continue, and then is when we find this position where I kind of find her leg on the way because my weight is now in my left leg, and now the Sakada happens in a very natural way. So I find the contact with her leg, I transfer the weight again, I go to my right leg again, and then from here we are ready to go into the medio giro with the quebrada. Now we show you from another angle. So apertura, Americana together. I invite her to walk around my right leg and then I change my axis. I change again for the Sakada and here we are in the position ready to go into the quebrada. So back, side, forward. Here I follow her. So I pivot and my right foot, which is free, is going to follow a little bit. And then I invite her to do a forward step, and then we lower the center for the quebrada, and then I invite her to go forward, and we finish together.
Now, for the ladies, it is very important that you are very precise in following your leader, especially at that moment after the Americana. So we take a side step with them, we pivot, we take a forward step with them in the Americana, and then here, he invites us to pivot, so remember your pivoting is starting from the center of the chest. This is what is leading your movement. You are following him. Torso, then my hip and my free leg follow. And then here it's always the center of my chest that is following. My free leg is moving as a consequence of what is happening here. So here I am following him and the common mistake here is to go straight away into changing your weight. But we don't want to do that because this is not the lead. I need to wait for his lead. He's changing his axis, so I wait. My free leg is on the floor, but I'm not transferring my weight. And at one point, I'm going to feel that he's clearly inviting me to transfer my weight. So I transfer my weight on the right leg. And then we continue back, side, forward, and then we resolve with the forward ocho in front of them.
This moment where that Anne was explaining just now, that the follower shouldn't anticipate, this moment is very important for the leader to be able to do this step. For the leader to be able to improvise more and to not to do the steps always in the same way. Why? Because we could do this in a very simple way. We could do forward step, Americana together, and then I invite her to do a side step around my axis, and then I invite her to do a back ocho around my axis, and then we resolve in the same way. This is completely fine. You can do this. We could do this in a, if we want to express something different in the music or to create a different texture. But that's why it's important that at this point, followers, you are waiting for the leader to see if he wants to invite you to land here, small, like we showed you just now, without the Sakada, or maybe he wants to change his axis and invite you to go around, because here is when the Sakada happens in a natural way. When I change my axis and I invite her to go around my axis.
So ladies, it is very interesting to be super precise in terms of the lead. I invite you to practice both ways and then to really refine how you feel the center of the chest with the center of your chest.
Now we show you in the tango embrace. So here we begin with a close embrace, and in the Americana we are going to release embrace, always keeping the contact with the back. So here I invite her to go to her axis, so I feel the contact of my hand on her back, and the same for me. I'm open my back, so we are still connected. We pivot, we go forward together, still with the contact, but in a more open embrace, and then here we are going to start closing the embrace. So when she goes around, the intention for the leader here is I'm kind of lifting her. So I invite her, I change my axis, and at the same time I kind of lift. So it's really lifting my center to make sure that I'm clear and that she's really going back into the close embrace and to stop this moment. And then from here we go into the quebrada, all in the close embrace. So we finish the moment in the close embrace.
For the followers, it is important that you use your back in order to be very aware of everything your leader is inviting you to do. So here, I'm really using his right hand against my back in order to feel where he's inviting me to do. This is an indication that followers often miss. And here, so here you see I'm really feeling his hand against my back. And here when we go into the Sakada and back into the close embrace, I go back into the close embrace, but I don't collapse. Yeah, I stay straight, I feel his hand against my back again, I don't arch my back too much in order to stay light. Otherwise I'm going to be very heavy for him. And then side, back, and then the quebrada.
In case that you don't know what quebrada means like breaking, and it's because we are not only breaking the dynamic of the moment, if not that we are lowering the center of our body by bending a little bit. So here when I pivot here in the forward ocho, I lower my center and I bend a little slightly my knee to find this moment of breaking the moment, breaking the energy, and then we resolve in the close embrace.
And the followers respond with the same dynamics. So now we show you with tango music.
this moment is great to play with rhythmic and melodic music because has this possibility to improvise, to slow down maybe in the Americana or in the Sacada, and then to create an acceleration when it's the quebrada, no? The medio giro with the quebrada.
And if you try this movement and it feels a little bit challenging for you, do not worry. Tango is a step-by-step journey. It's a fascinating journey. So take the time to practice and you will see, little by little, you are going to be able to include it in your dancing. Now, if this video was helpful, if you love this movement, make sure you join the Tango Space community so we can help you become a more connected, more creative and more musical tango dancer. You can do so by signing up to our newsletter. The link is in the comments below. Do so and we will send you a free video tango lesson every week.
And please, keep learning and keep sharing your dancing because the world of tango needs your embrace.
Yes, absolutely. See you in the next video and thank you for watching.
Ciao.